para makita natin na you are excited for tonight's Zoom meeting, no? So, ipapakilala ko lang ngayon yung ating guest speaker. So, Dr. Kamilla is a researcher with a PhD in pharmacology. Based on her research, Elken products are the super excellence in terms of its purity, proven efficacy, and safety. 5 years in Elken, she travels to Rome, Dubai, and Seoul. Grabe, di ba? GenQi helped her auntie with a mild stroke to regain memory. So if you are all excited, let's give some flowers to Dr. Kamilla. Hi, Doc.
Hi, Philippines. Kamusta? Am I right? Hello. Good to see all of you. First of all, thank you so much, Pamela, for a wonderful introduction. And it's good to see all of you here. It's a great pleasure and it's an honor to be part of this meeting today. So thank you so much again. Okay. Let me share my screen first. Okay, so to be very frank, I'm very much feeling very much blessed and honored actually to be invited as a speaker to share my experience, my journey in Elken for the past 5 years, and also to share the most exciting moment, the GenQi moment that I'm going through now. So I'm very much blessed, and I'd like to take this opportunity to thank Elken, because if it is not because of this platform, this opportunity, I wouldn't be here today. Being a researcher who was working in a lab all alone, not knowing the outside world, not being known, and now being known globally, it's a great honored feelings. And if you see me today, when Pamela introduced me as a hero, as someone successful in Elken, that is definitely because of the education system provided by the company and the continuous support in terms of products, in terms of leadership skills, everything it is from Elken. So I'd like to take this opportunity to thank Elken and Elken management, and a very special thank you to Ms. Hung for extending the invitation to me, for giving me this opportunity. Thank you so much, Ms. Pang. And I also like to thank the Semangat Pasukan Angsa Laut, okay? And at this moment, I would definitely have to thank my uplines. If it's not because of them, I wouldn't be here today. The person who introduced me to Elken was my direct upline, Crown Train, and the two individuals who developed, who molded me, who's been there since the day one I joined till to date. And they have been during my ups and downs. So my deepest gratitude to my senior uplines, Crown Lakshmi, Crown Subra, my super senior uplines, Crown Andy, Crown Adi, Crown Cheguzana, Kazi, and PCM Terence Ko. Thank you so much to each and everyone from the bottom of my heart. So a little bit of my background. I am a PhD holder in pharmacologist, and before I entered Elken in 2019, I was working as a postdoctoral research fellow in University Science Malaysia, in a center of drug research. So what I was doing was I was majoring in drug discovery and development from herbal medicine. So that was my majoring, okay? But the reason why I came into Elken and why I was introduced to Elken was because of my back pain. So I went through cesarean section to deliver my son. So After delivering for the past 3 years, I was suffering from severe back pain and feet pain. Every morning when I get up, when I wake up, I can't put my feet on the ground. I have to be on my heel until I break the knuckle over here, until I give warm water. I have to make my feet feeling warm. I was suffering quite badly. So what happened was, when I was telling this to my upline at that time, so Crown Prem introduced me to Crown Lakshmi, and he told me, he said, um, there's something there in Elken. It's called a pants. I want you to go and listen about this. It's not about business. I don't want you to do. I don't want you to do business, because he knows that I'm not a business person. I'm from research background, so I was not interested in business. So he was little skeptical that I would move away, because it's an MLM company. So at initial stage itself, he have warned me. He said, no, it's not about business. You're only going to learn about, to get to know about the plants. So I went and met Crown Lakshmi, and this was my first picture that I met her. And when I met her, there was two things she explained to me. One was about the contouring pants. So she explained it so well, and I was thinking, wow, a medicated pants which can actually help to improve your blood circulation. Okay, that's something new. Okay, that's something good. Why not I give it a try? Okay, that was one. And the second thing was, she explained to me about MRT, molecular reform therapy, and that captured me. And immediately, when I met her, this was our membership. So immediately I signed up, and I got myself only one pair of contouring pants. So when I start wearing it, after just 1 week, the feet pain and the lower back pain that I was suffering for the 3 years actually reduced tremendously. Just like that. And I was like so amazed, and I was so excited. And thereafter, what I did was, I contacted Crown Lakshmi, and I told her, I said, Lakshmi, this is so great. My pain is gone, because I know what I used to do. Every month, I will go for Bakam, the cupping treatment. I will go for chiro, I will go for massage and all. So when this took place, it really amazed me. And what I did was, I started sharing this to all the women that I know. All I did was, I just shared and shared and shared continuously. And within 5 months, I sold more than 80 pants. And I did not expect that. And also, the first month, I got 7,600 Malaysian ringgit, which is equivalent to 89,000 peso. So was an eye-opener for me. Me being a researcher who has no experience in business, who have no idea of taking up a business, who have no idea of joining up MLM. But when I got my mock check, my part-time income was more than my full-time income. So that really sparked me. I was thinking to myself, okay, I'm sharing something good to everyone. It's being accepted, and I'm being paid. Why not I do this? That's how my journey in Elken started. So I continually I shared. And like I say, what attracted me the second was molecular reform therapy. This, I would say, oh my God, amazing. Why I'm saying this? Because I'm a pharmacologist. I discovered and I developed drugs from herbal medicine. And I know that it's very difficult. It takes a very long process for you to develop a medicine. And even when the medicine comes out, it has to go through multiple clinical research, and it has to be giving the best to the patients, right? But and not only that. So when we develop medicines, and I'm sure all of you know that it's synthetic, right? So the more someone sticks in synthetic medicines, it will affect your health. It tremendously will affect your health, as long as when you take it in a long-term basis. And each medicine has got its own side effect. So when Crown Lakshmi explained to me about molecular reform therapy, I was amazed. It's just back to basic. Balanced nutrition, oxygen, detox yourself, and overall overhauling of your system. And this can actually go up to your cell, up to your DNA level. It can revive, it can rejuvenate a cell and give you a better health. Can I expect more? And at that point, I also have passion. My passion was to create medicine for leptospirosis, and that is why, because I lost my father to leptospirosis disease. Okay, it's a disease that comes, it's a bacteria that comes from rat urine. Okay, my father was exposed to rat urine, and he was exposed to leptospirosis, and the whole process took on very fast. He had multiple organ failure very quick, and he died. So it was my passion. In fact, being a PhD holder, it was my father's passion. My father wanted me to have the doctor title, and he wants me to be someone to the society. He wants me to serve the society. So I made sure I completed my PhD, and it was my passion to be in drug discovery. So when I heard this from Crown Lakshmi, I thought to myself, it doesn't matter where I work. My passion is only one. I want to serve people. I want to give the best for people. I want to heal people. And this is the reason why I am here today in Elken. So when I started sharing MRT product, the response was amazing. And you guys, you have to know that I came in through Elken was 6 months, and thereafter it was MCO already. Okay, so during MCO, MRT was accepted by the society so well. And every time when I do sharing, it just goes to the customer. And each time when I hear from any of my customer that they get healed and they come and thank me, it 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 touches my heart. It touches my heart, and it always reminds me the dream, my passion is to heal people, is to help people. So I keep sharing. I keep sharing continuously. All I do is MRT, and I'm sure those who have been through in my journey and those who have heard my sharing, I am 90% I work on MRT compared to beauty. 90% I work on MRT. So when I start sharing, a lot of good testimonies that I get. And not only that, when I start sharing, my network started developing. A lot of people started duplicating. I duplicate the same. What I do is what I teach to my downlines. So you can see a lot of my downlines do their own independent closing. So that's how my network grew. And yeah, it was a wonderful time actually. And not only that, what I do is I do a lot of classes. I do a lot of classes. My aim is to create the awareness. My aim is to introduce MRT to everyone that I know, despite being a pharmacologist. But I want to introduce the holistic treatment and anything that I can help to heal people. So that's how it grew. And because while helping, what I realized was my income was growing as well. And every month there was non-stop income coming in. From 7,000, it increased to 10,000, 11,000, 12,000, 22,000, and it was a breakthrough during MCO, June 2020, when I was identified as the highest highest seller, top producer with 15 points. And being company at that time, it was 25 years, India 25 years of history. I was the first one to hit the 15 points, and this was solely with MRT product during MCO. So it was a fantastic thing. So what I did was, when I kept sharing, income grew, consistent income, and also my life turned 360 degrees from a person who had no confidence in myself, from a quiet person, and now when you see me, I'm just who I am today is because of Elken. So through this platform, I actually bought my second car, which is a BMW X4 worth of 360,000, and this was 100% Elken statement, 100% Elken statement. And also something which I did not expect was to get myself to own a house during MCO. And this was also 100% Elken statement. So all these credits and all these achievements definitely goes to Elken and to my uplines. And not only that, I love to travel. I love to travel. Even before I entered Elken, I travel around. I love to travel. So what I realized was being in a middle class family, it's not easy to travel around the world, and you have to really work hard, save your cash, and I have to bring my family along. So even that, when we go for a holiday, you have to be very calculative with your spendings. You have to be very calculative. I was in a position where I can't do much, okay? But when I entered Elkan, it's been 4.5 years, and within this 4.5 years, I have qualified to 10 countries. Pretty amazing. 10 countries in 4.5 years. And after MCO was uplifted, we have started traveling. So the first country that I went was to Dubai and to Rome, and then recently was to Seoul. And the best part is I don't travel alone, but I bring my mother along. So this is, I believe, instead of giving money to my mother, I think the best memory that I can give her is taking her for traveling, to create the memories for her, because my parents have worked so hard for us. And my father died even before I achieved my PhD. And my mother took care of us. I think the best I can give her is this holiday. So I'm looking forward to qualify more countries and bring her wherever I want to. And as this was going on, there came a phase somewhere last year, October, where Elken came up with new network, new energy, new wavelength came in, and GenQi was introduced. And wherever I go, it was GenQi, 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 GenQi. And being a child, I'm just 5 years being in Elken, and hearing GenQi and hearing new network and new energy coming up, I was a little dazed, a little blur, not knowing what to do. Okay, what is GenQi? Kind of thing. So being a crown company invited us to join the leadership strategic seminar. So when I joined, only then I understood what was GenQi. GenQi is a fantastic thing because it is a combination of the knowledge of TCM, the meridian pathways, the acupuncture, and it is being synced along with the modern medicine that we have here. And as far as we know, before COVID, the traditional Chinese medicine and or any herbal medicine does not sync along with modern medicine, right? But after COVID, everything turned. So when I hear the concept, when I heard how GenQi works, it attracted me. And I thought to myself, okay, if I want to do GenQi, if I want to move along with the direction of the company, I have to try GenQi to myself. I have to feel it. So immediately when I went back, my senior upline, she did back care and slimming care for me. And wow, I fell in love with GenQi immediately at the moment. You know why? Although my back pain was relieved for some time, but because after MCO was uplifted, I started traveling a lot, and I have a network quite a far distance. I have to travel like 8 hours drive journey. So when I drive each time for a long distance, my muscle will get stiff. I will have stiff muscle along my lower back, and whenever after I come down, when I try to come out of the car, I can't move. And after a long distance journey, when I go back home, 2 days I'll be flat on the bed. I just can't move. I can't do anything. It was very bad. So each time before I travel, I have to visit Cairo. After I come back from my traveling, I have to revisit the Cairo to straighten up my backbone again. So it was that bad, very, very bad. So when I tried GenQi, guys, for those of you who have not tried, I'm telling you, you have to try. Okay. So when I tried GenQi, I would say 90% of my stiffness of my muscle just gone like that. It's gone like that. And I was like, wow, one machine, it can give the effect of acupuncture. It can push, it can pull, it can give you the effect of cupping, it can give you the effect of massage. Fantastic. And immediately I could feel the difference. And not only that, when I was doing GenQi on me, my hands, my hands started sweating. So that much of dampness was in me that it started excreting out. And not only that, I also did slimming. And after doing slimming, I reduced about 3 cm around my waist circumference. And I started having I could see my muscle abs there. So that really excited me. And immediately after trying the GenQi, what I did was the next day, it was my traveling day. I drove my car to Dumun. It was an 8 hours journey. So I stopped about twice. When I reached my destination, okay, I was all perfect. When I got down from my car, there was no muscle stiffness. There was no jamming of my feet, nothing. And when I came back, fantastic. And thereafter, after 1 month, I realized, wow, I don't have to visit the chiro. I don't have to go for frequent massage. My problem is treated. Okay. So what I did was immediately when I attended the new network marketing conference, immediately I invested in the GenQi accelerator package. I did not think a second about it. I just told myself, if Elken is coming up with something new, that's it. No question asked. Because I'm a believer. I've been in this platform for the past 5 years, from head to toe. Everything that I take, everything is about Elken. And I trust and I believe if Elken is coming up with something, they would have definitely made plans ahead. Plans ahead. So immediately when I invested, what I did was I attended the intensive practical training. It was under seafood teacher Annie, who came all the way from China. I was very glad that I could attend her class. So during this 2 days class, wow, fantastic thing. From a zero person who have no knowledge in massage or being a therapist, except for I used to do guasa, except for that knowledge. From zero, when I came out in just 2 days, one night, I have all the confidence in me that I can do it. Thing was taught from head to toe, from the theory, how to go about it, what to do. So immediately when I came out, within 48 hours, I did not wait. Immediately I started doing. The next day when I came back, I met my upline. Immediately I started doing, and I also shared this opportunity to my downlines. I made sure what I learned is what I duplicate to them. So we started doing it. And when I was doing it, my appointments never stopped. Guys, trust me, from the day I start till today, I am still doing therapy. I am still sharing non-stop, non-stop. And you know why? Because GenQi is fantastic, extremely fantastic. Because each time when I do GenQi for someone, never has anyone who have came back to me and told me, doctor, your treatment is out. My body pain is not gone. No, all I hear is just positive, positive, positive treatments. And that really keep me going. And because that is my passion. I want to heal people. I want to help people. So I start sharing. So every day I go for GenQi treatments. And when I do GenQi treatments, I share MRT together. You know why? Because all this while, me being a believer, 90% working on MRT, I believe MRT. And when I saw GenQi, when I worked on initial phase, when I worked on GenQi, I have seen how GenQi works wonders, So when you understand the theory, when you understand the concept, it works well. Because what we have to understand is MRT, it replenishes, it rejuvenates your cell. When your cell rejuvenates and it develops new tissues to organs and it gives you better health. But in GenQi, when your blocked meridian pathways, when your blocked acupunctures open up, okay, when you deblock it, you will have better flow of your chi energy, of your positive energy. And when your chi energy moves good, your blood circulation improves, right? So at this place, when you do GenQi to someone, I introduce MRT inside because I know the theory. When I do GenQi, which means I'm unblocking the meridian pathway, I'm unblocking the points. So when the chi energy, when the blood circulation works well at this point, when I introduce MRT, the nutrients will reach the cells. The nutrients will travel to the cells even faster. It will be absorbed, it will rejuvenate, and the healing process will be even shorter. So based on my experience, works wonders. So immediately when I start sharing a lot of testimonies that I receive, a lot. And I'm going to share with you some of my testimonies. And these are the testimonies, guys, trust me. I have zero knowledge on GenQi. I went for training. After 2 days training, I started my GenQi treatment. And the testimonials that I'm going to share with you are the first 8 individuals that I started working on immediately after started GenQi. And my first treatment and my first testimony would be this Chinese auntie, okay? When I came back, my friend contacted me and she told me, she said, Kamilla, can you come over to my house? She said, my mom went to China for a holiday, but after the first day, it was very cold and she could not continue the trip. She just stayed over in the room. And when she came back, she couldn't walk. She was literally struggling to stand up. Okay. So when I went and met her, I did for her back care and leg care. Just after 1 hour, the person who can't stand, she stood up and she was happily walking. Okay, she was happily walking and she said, Doctor, I can walk. And she was carrying up her legs. I was like, Auntie, be slow, be slow. She's like, no, for the past 2 weeks, I can't walk since I came back from China and I'm so happy I can walk now. So she was my first ever testimony that I received immediately after I came back from my training. And this is a second aunt. She's 82 years old. I know her for very long. She's my auntie. Okay, she's my auntie, my mother's sister. She's suffering from chronic back pain and head pain for very, very long and leg pain. So when I came back, I did GenQi GenQi treatment for her. And when you can see at her back, this was a before. And immediately after the first treatment, her curved spine became straight and she just held my hand. She just held my hand. She cried and she told me, she said, Kamilla, you're a God-given person for me. I've been suffering from this pain for very long and you know that. I couldn't do much work. She can't even wash plates. She can't even do anything. Her daily quality life was quite bad. And she held my hand and she told me this. And I just thought to myself, no more stopping of GenQi. I have to keep going. And this guy over here is a 29 years old young chap. And I did back care for him. And when I open up his back, I actually noticed that he has scoliosis. He has curved lumbar, but I did not mention to him. So what I did was I did back care like normal. I was talking to him and all. And immediately after that, when I took the after picture, only then I showed to him. I said, do you know that actually you have curved lumbar spine? And he said, Akka. Akka means elder sister. He said, Akka, are you sure? I did not know I have this. I said, yeah, you have this. And after doing that, he told me that, you know what? I actually suffer from very bad lower back pain because he carries heavy loads. And he said, wow, not bad. after my first treatment, I can see a lot of difference, So these are the first three customers that I dealt with. And the next is my two top leaders who came all the way from doing it. It was a 5 hours journey to meet me. And when they came and they said, this sister over here, she was suffering from severe back pain. So as a Muslim, they have to kneel down to pray, right? So she told me that it's been some time that she was actually able to kneel down on the floor. So when she prays, she sits on her chair and she does her prayers. So I did back care and leg care for her. And that night we stayed over in hotel. I did a treatment in a hotel room. So the next day morning she woke up. We stayed together. She teared. She literally teared to me and she said, "Kakak, see, I can do my prayers as how a normal Muslim would do. Instead of sitting, she could kneel down, she could do her prayers very well, you know. And this person over here, I also did for her, and she was suffering from severe back pain because she used to carry her kids a lot. And immediately when I did, she held my hand, she teared, she said, "Kaka, it's been so long I've been suffering from back pain. Sometimes the back pain will actually give me headache, But today, that night, I slept so well, extremely well, that I've forgotten that I was suffering from back pain, So, guys, the reason why I'm still here and doing GenQi is because of this. Fantastic testimonies, extremely fantastic testimonies. And this person over here, she was suffering from lower back pain, headache, and sinus. And for this, I introduced our hydrogen inhaler and also our GenQi. She was suffering for sinus for very, very long, and she's been taking medication like nobody's business. Every morning, she wakes up with sneezing, with headache, with running nose, congested phlegm. And after just 1 hour with hydrogen inhaler and GenQi, I think when you look at her eyes, you know that it's swollen eyes. You know why? It was just after a severe, terrible crying that she made to me. She was crying and crying and crying. She said, "Kamilla, for years I've been suffering with this sinus. I can't lead a normal life. I take plenty of medicines, and because of too much of medicines intake, it has actually affected one of her kidney. It has actually affected one of her kidneys." So she literally cried and she held my hand. She said, "Thank you so much for introducing GenQi and hydrogen inhaler to me." And she's one of my regular customer. And this person over here, he's a stranger actually. He's a stranger who came in for a back pain, not for a phlegm. He did not know that he had phlegm problem. So when I did back care for him, I also introduced hydrogen inhaler and our hydrogen water. And immediately after the treatment, I spoke to him. And while we were talking, he started coughing very badly. And I looked at him and I knew that anytime he's going to throw up. So I told him, I said, "Okay, probably maybe you want to go to the washroom. You feel like something is coming out, like throwing out. Maybe you can throw up." So he went to the washroom, he came back, and then he rushed back again and he came back. And he told me, he said, "Sister, so much of phlegm coming out of me. What is happening? I'm a healthy person. I'm okay. Why am I having so much of phlegm?" And then I explained to him. I said, "Brother, when you do GenQi, actually it is not only for those who are suffering from health problem, but also that it is a prevention. And in fact, even if you have a problem that you're not aware that you have that health problem, GenQi will actually help you to break, to detox, and to push out all the toxins that you have in your body." So I said, that is actually what you are having. You did not know that you have phlegm, but when you did GenQi, it was helping to push out. And when you inhale and when you drink the hydrogen water, it just kicked out and it helped you to push out everything. So these are my early testimonies. And like I said, the first 7 testimonies, my first 7 customers that I start immediately after learning GenQi. And what I did was I started from myself, with myself. I started close with my close circle of friends, my known family members, my known relatives. Only then I went out to stranger. This is to build my confidence, you know. And this person over here, she is my auntie, my mother's sister. She's 82 years old. Okay. So while I was doing GenQi one day, I received a call from her daughter, and she told me, she said, Amma is not feeling well. Doctor said they can't do much because of her age. I think it's better for you to come and visit her. She may not be with us long. That's all I received from the call. So when I went and visited her, this is how she was. I'm so sorry I have to close her face to cover up her identity. But when I went and visited her, she can't move. She have forgotten who I am. All she did was she held my hand and she said, "Who are you?" And she asked me, "Who am I?" And I was literally tearing, and I was like, "Shit, what am I supposed to do?" So when I go through the reports, then I found out that it was she was diagnosed with multiple brain stroke, and doctor also told that because of a brain stroke, she has memory loss, and there's nothing much in terms of modern medicine that the doctor could help. It's only for her to sustain, and everything is left alone and up to God. So what I did was immediately I spoke to my sister. I said, "Look, I have MRT. I know. Trust me, take this." That's all. I did not explain much to her. And she told me, she said, "Are you sure?" I said, "Just trust me. Just trust me." I just held her hand and I said, "Just trust me. Just trust the process. You have to be strong. I'm with you. We're going to do it together." Immediately, I spent time with her. I gave her MRT, Alexium, Spirulina, Omega, and Kington isotonic. Every 3 days once, we started doing GenQi for her, but in a very, from a low intensity. Gradually, I did back care, I did leg care for her. And this picture over here, this is after 2 months, she could walk on her own. All you have to do is just hold her hand, assistance, and she can walk. She have remembered all of us. She talks stories and she jokes with me. And the other day, recently when I met her, she told me, she said, "Hey you," this is how she called me. She said, "Hey you, leave your name, leave your number, leave your address on that table." I look at her, I said, "Why, Amma? What do you want to do with that?" And she said, "I want to share this with everyone. If you can cure me, I'm sure there are a lot of people that you can help." I said, "Yes, get well soon. We will do it together." And she has promised me that she will follow my journey and she'll be in my journey. And I'm so happy about it. And that is the moment, guys. That is the moment I decided there's no turning back. Like I told you earlier, if Elken is coming up with something new, trust it, believe it. You have to believe it. You have to trust the process. You have to go with the momentum of the company. And that's what I did. I'm glad I did it. And here I am today. And immediately what I do is I start sharing to everyone. Whoever I meet, I just talk. I just talk. I just talk. Sharing, sharing, sharing. Nothing but sharing. But what I do is I do sharing. I make sure each and everyone that I meet, I make sure I fix appointment. I let them try GenQi. Just by talking, it's not going to happen. I let them try GenQi. You have to try. Only when you try, you will know. You will feel it. Okay? So I'll go for one-to-one personal appointments. We will do small group trainings. And a lot of people have asked me, "How are you going on? How come you can fix appointments so easily?" Probably it's because you're a doctor, they trust you. I say, no. Number one, I trust what company brings in. I trust the product. Number two, I have learned because, like you, all of us started from zero. All of us don't know what is GenQi, but I make sure I went and learned what is GenQi, how GenQi works, how to bring in GenQi and MRT together, and most importantly, it is our Elken culture is for us to do sharing heart to heart. Genuinely. That's what I did, guys. That's what I did. When I meet someone, genuinely I share things, and there's no hiding things, nothing. When I feel like if I'm in the process, if I want to fulfill my passion to heal people, then I have to go for it. And that's what I did. And from one-to-one appointments, now our group is growing. We do small group trainings, and even recently we had our own Northern Tigers TTP, train the trainer, and we have created a lot of GenQi owners. And I'm so proud to be part of this project, to be part of this GenQi training. So my goal and vision for GenQi would be that I want to create the awareness of GenQi and its significance of its holistic healing for everyone. Everyone that I know. I'm not going to choose this person, particularly this person and this person. No. I'm a person that I want to create the awareness of GenQi to everyone. More probably at this moment, GenQi is still fresh. GenQi is still new. There are people who don't understand it. But it is our duty as Alkenian to create the awareness, to introduce GenQi to them. And not only that, I want to expand this opportunity and create more well-trained GenQi therapists and practitioners. It's not about me being a hero, me being earning. No. I want to create more leaders under me. I want to create more GenQi trainers under me. And of course, my passion is to heal as many individual that I can, as many. If can, I want to heal everyone. And of course, I want to take this and reach this to professionals, because being a professional myself, a lot of professionals suffer health conditions, and I feel like each professionals should know this, should understand this. It is not about you have to be a therapy to know this. No, it's the interest, it's the passion. Okay, if I myself, if I am a professional can do this, I'm sure each professional out there can do this. And not only that, it is my passion to take GenQi to underserved communities, because I want to bridge the gap of unserved communities with our healthcare, because I think I want to be part of it. I want to make sure that the underserved communities get better access for better healthcare. And GenQi being affordable, it should reach everyone. This is my goal and vision for GenQi. And guys, before I end my topic today, let me tell you something. GenQi is something very dynamic and very evolving therapy. For those of you who have not tried, please go and try. And for those of you who have tried, please share GenQi to all your contacts. Please share the goodness to each and everyone. Have, serve, and love all. And I believe GenQi should reach all. GenQi is a thing, a therapy that should be in each and every household. And since the day I joined Elken, there's one sentence that I love the most. Elken, engkau layak kalau engkau nak. It's a Malay sentence, but let me translate it. It says that if you want it, engkau layak, sorry. Engkau layak kalau engkau nak. If you want it, you can own it. That's about it. End of the day, it's all about you. It's your dream. It's your life. Everything is about you. No one can stop us, actually. If you are clear with your dream, if you are clear with your conscious mind of what you want to do, if you want it, you can do it. You are qualified to do it. Elken doesn't choose anyone here. Everyone, it's open for all. Everyone can do it as long as you trust yourself, you believe in yourself, and you want it. And I believe if I can do it, if I can zeroize myself, I'm sure each and every one of you who are here today can also achieve. And before I end my topic, if along the way, if I have hurt anyone, I'm so sorry about it. And trust me, believe me, GenQi is the best. So thank you, everyone. Thank you to each and every one of you. Thank you to Philippines for giving me this opportunity. And I will definitely meet each and every one of you at the top of the book. Thank you.
Hi, Dr. Kamilla. Are you open for the question and answer for
Hello.
tonight?
Hi, yes.
Yeah. So anyone, if you have any questions, you can ask in Dr. Kamilla. Kung ano yung mga gusto nyo i-questions, you can... What? Ay, ano po yun? Yeah. Sa mga may tanong dyan, you can chat po dun sa chat box natin if you have any questions po kay Dr. Kamilla. So she is ready to answer all your questions. So just chat it on the chat box if you have any questions, or you can open your mic so that you can directly ask it with Dr. Kamilla. No? Yeah, but before that, no, thank you so much, Dr. Kamilla, for giving us your precious time for tonight, no? So thank you so much, and let's give some flowers again to Dr. Kamilla. Sobrang great sharing, sobrang nakaka-inspire, no? Ayan.
Thank you to each and
Dr.
every one
Kamilla,
of you. Yes.
I have a important question.
Okay.
Because a lot of people are wondering how on earth can we possibly straighten the backbone just by using frequency?
Okay. In this case, first you have to understand what is the effect that you get from GenQi. There are 4 effects. Okay, it pushes, pulls, spreads, and it aligns. So when you do GenQi, what it does is when it pushes, it is an effect which is similar to body massage. Pushes, okay, deep tissue pushes. When it spreads, it pushes out all the dampness, the air out, okay? And there's one force, which is aligning force. And this force, it actually helps us, when it pushes and pulls, it actually moves, okay, the muscles, and it helps to straighten the spine. Straighten helps to align it correctly. That is why with GenQi, it is not, okay, probably let me explain it further, because you did mention that with just frequency, right? It is not only about frequency. Of course, it uses frequency, deep penetration frequency and spreading frequency. It's 2 frequencies, but it has 4 forces. And one of the forces is the one which helps to align the bone. That is why even after one treatment, you can see massive difference. But of course, for aligning of bone, I would personally suggest for you to go for at least like 5 to 10 treatments for it to be completely cured. And for those who are suffering from degeneration of bones, you have to take MRT. They both go hand in hand together. Hello.
Thank you so much.
And just a follow-up, because a lot of times, especially with chiropractic, just what you said a while ago, you have to go there like every week. Just in the case of GenQi, do we have to do it like every week for the rest of our lives?
No, actually, okay. It is okay. Let's say if you focus on treatment, okay. When it comes to treatment, I would suggest for you to go like every 3 days once, okay. And in GenQi, it is not about just like a temporary solution. No, it is actually a cure. It helps you to cure. So with GenQi and based on my experience of aligned bones, like myself, I used to have these slight movement of L4 and L5, which actually gave me the backache pain and the stiffness of muscle and all. So far, even on myself, I've did GenQi only 3 times. Only 3 times for the past 6 months that I've known GenQi. And this 6 months, like I'm not, I mean, my pain is not returning back. And within these 6 months, I'm traveling a lot. I drive a lot, but the pain is not reoccurring, which means GenQi is actually not about a temporary solution, but it actually helps you to heal and to get cured. So as long as you follow the regime, probably if you're going for a treatment, you can go for 5 to 10 times, finish up the treatment, and you can see a lot of difference thereafter. It is not a must, or it's not a thing that you have to do it for lifelong.
Thank you so much, Dr. Kamilla, for answering that question.
Thank you.
We have a question from Sis Anna. What help can we give to a stroke patient for 2 years who has a paralyzed in mobility but have sensation?
I'm sorry, can you repeat the end part?
I
only heard about up to 2 years.
Who has a paralyzed in mobility but have sensation?
Have sensation. Okay. If you ask me, if the person is having sensation, which means the cells are functioning, okay? Okay, the cells are functioning. You can actually help them by introducing our MRT product. For a stroke patient, okay, you can introduce Alexian, which will help to reduce the plaque, will improve the blood circulation, okay? And please give omega, Kington isotonic, spirulina, okay? And do GenQi, but start it off with a very low intensity. Start with leg first and gradually go up to the back body, okay? But at this place, you have to understand a person who's being paralyzed for 2 years will need a little longer time. Like for example, when it comes to our MRT, molecular reform therapy, it requires minimum 4 months. And why 4 months is because when we're taking MRT product, it has to go up to our cell, replenish, rejuvenate, and come back again for a better health. So the whole process takes about 4 months. So if you're talking about someone who's been suffering for about 2 years, I would suggest minimum 4 months. And follow the dosage. You can give quite a good amount of dosage and bringing GenQi together, and please also introduce inhaler. All these three would definitely gradually help the person to recover, to feel better.
Okay, thank you so much, Dr. Kamilla. Does Dr. Kamilla answer your question, Sis Anna? If you have further questions, you can type in on the chat box. And we have another question, Dr. Kamilla, no? So my patient case was nerve problem on the L5 and S1 and can walk anymore. Can it be possibly cured by GenQi as he is scheduled for operation?
Okay, I would say probably for that, probably you can refer the upline. Please show the report first, because if it's scheduled for operation, then we have to be sure at which condition he is, right? So you can refer your upline. Please check on the report. But based on the condition, probably you can give a try of GenQi. Gradual, slowly. You have to try it. Sometimes without trying, we would never know, right? Give it a try. But of course, we have to refer to the report and see what is the exact condition. I think for that, you can definitely refer to the upline, direct upline.
Yeah. We have another. Thank you so much, Dr. Kamilla. We have another question. You can actually use low setting for chronic pains.
I'm sorry?
Can we use we can actually use low setting for chronic patients, low setting of frequency
Low
for
setting of for chronic
frequency.
patients. Yeah. Chronic patients, of course, you have to see what kind of chronic diseases that they are going through. Because, of course, with GenQi, I'm sure if you have gone through the GenQi disclaimer, we have stated that it is not advisable for those suffering of cancer, those who have got heart transplant, bypass, who have got stent. So when it's mentioned as critical disease, I would suggest that please look into the matter and at what condition critical illness is.
Okay, thank you so much. This is the last question, Dr. Kamilla. Sorry.
It's
If the
okay.
clients have knee problem and try the GenQi, which MRT products that you can recommend?
If the client, I'm sorry, if the client
Have a knee problem and try the
knee
GenQi,
problem.
yeah, and try
Okay.
the GenQi, which MRT products is best for the
Okay, for knee problem, I would definitely suggest our Saljoy and Calmax together, and you can take in spirulina as well. Because when it comes to knee problem, it could be either that you have the degradation of the cell around your knees. So Saljoy will actually help to replenish the gel around the knees. And also Calmax will help to improve your calcium content and strengthen your bone. So these two combination along with spirulina will definitely give a better results for knee pain based on my experience. Obviously, this is what I would suggest for my patients.
Yeah, so sorry, Dr. Kamilla. I have
It's
another
okay.
questions in the chat box, no? So in your experience from Miss Arlene, no? In your experience, from your observation, what are the common women health condition which GenQi helps, like menopausal symptoms or PCOS?
Which means based on my observation, what are the common woman health conditions that GenQi can help, is it?
Yes, yes.
Okay, based on our experience, some of the common conditions that GenQi can help is for women would be definitely menopause problems, hormone imbalance, okay, especially when you do the intimate care for ladies. What it does is it warms up, it improves your blood circulation around your uterus. So even if you're suffering from irregular menses, it actually helps to push out the dirty blood out. Number one, it strengthens your uterus. And another thing that I noticed was when your inner uterus, okay, gets energized, eventually a woman start glowing. Okay, I noticed that. And then it also helps some women in terms of their marriage life, whereby it helps to tighten their vagina. It pushes up the uterus that have gone down after several delivery. It tightens the vagina. It tightens the pelvic bone. It pushes up. And these are the some common things that I've actually noticed.
Okay, thank you so much, Dr. Kamilla.
Welcome.
Promise this is the last questions. And for those who ask questions, maybe you can ask
Yes.
your upline. This is the last question, Dr. Kamilla, promise.
Yes.
So,
Yeah.
hello, Dr. From Mr. Guerrero. Hello,
Yeah.
Dr. Kamilla. You are health
Okay.
practitioner. So,
Okay.
so easy for you to convince a client.
Okay.
What about us who are not health practitioners?
Yeah, I'm so glad, Mr. Guerrero, you asked me this, and I'm very happy to answer this. Okay, first of all, I'm a PhD holder. I am not a medical practitioner. I'm not an MBBS doctor holder. I am just a PhD holder, but it's just that my majoring was in drug discovery and development. But nevertheless, that is my background. Okay, but what I learned in Elken all these years is even I myself, I would not use my title there. This is because I zeroize myself, and it is not about me having a doctor title that I'm able to convince someone. Because if that's the case, I do have a lot of downlines. I do have networks who duplicate just exactly what I do. And they are not medical practitioners. They are not a pharmacologist like me, and they do not have the knowledge of drug discovery and development. It's not a matter of that title. It is about what we share to our customers. It is about the knowledge that you have to gather. When we come over here, at first I would say you have to understand the theory of what is MRT, what is GenQi, and how it works. Okay? Because I do have downlines who are housewives, who are school dropouts, and they duplicate exactly of what I do, and they can do the sharing, and they can do closing independently. So it is about how we share, what we share, and it has to be to the customer's needs. And definitely, I'm sure you can also do it.
Wow, thank you so much, Dr. Kamilla.
You're
Thank you for your
welcome. You're
time.
welcome.
So let's give some flowers to Dr. Kamilla for answering our questions for tonight and for sharing a very, very inspiring story on how she grows her network in this company, no? Ano ko dun sa hope niya, no? Hold on, pains, and, no? Very, very
Yes,
nice
hold on, please.
sharing, no? Thank you so much, Dr. Kamilla. And
Thank
we
you
have
so
some,
much, everyone.
yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much. We do have some announcement lang po before we end the Zoom meeting. Okay, while waiting for the yan. So Dr. Kamilla nag-training siya. That's why she engaged in this business. And of course, we will be having the GenQi Entrepreneur Mastering Seminar on April 14, Sunday, sa Bayanihan, Pasig City. So you should not miss this amazing seminar dahil dyan din nag-umpisa si Dr. Kamilla to promote the GenQi. If you want to venture in this business, you should attend this amazing event. So next week, we will be also having a Monday class. So we will be announcing it soon. And before we end, let's take a group photo para naman may souvenir tayo with Dr. Kamilla, no? Let's all open our camera para naman makita natin yung beautiful faces nyo, everyone. Thank you so much. Please open your camera so that we can see your beautiful faces, and to thank Dr. Kamilla for sharing her beautiful story tonight. Now, thank you so much, everyone. Let's take a photo. Ayan, si Dr. Hiro ko using our hydrogen inhaler. Yeah, it's a new product of our Elken. No? 1, 2, 3, smile! Okay na, Ma'am Michelle? Another one. Okay na daw po. Again, thank you so much and have a good night, everyone. Thank you so much, Dr. Kamilla. See you on Monday.
Everyone, have a good night.
See you on Monday.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Thank you, Philippines. Love you. See you all. Hope to see you all soon. And make it a boom. Boom, GenQi.
Yes, we
Yes,
will.
and we make Elken great again. Boom, all the way through.
So for those we will be having meeting after meeting with our upline brother Jay. So you can stay here in the Zoom meeting. Yeah.